Ibadan Grammar School started its journey as a leading Christian secondary school, providing light in the darkness of heathenism and underdevelopment on the 31st of March 1913, with 12 foundation students in a mud-built story building owned by Mr. Samson Oke and located at what was then Apampa Road at Alekuso near Bere Square, Ibadan. Right from the beginning, provision was made for growth of the school with the donation of a 5-acre piece of land by Mabogunje, the Are of Ibadan, near his personal residence at Oke Are. Established as a Christian school in the best tradition of the Anglican Church, the founder and first principal of the school was Bishop, then Reverend A.B. Akinyele, a visionary clergyman who championed the course of education, making great personal sacrifices when Western education was considered strange and unprofitable by the people. In the words of late Bishop S.O. Odutola, one-time diocesan bishop of Ibadan, Bishop A.B. Akinyele, in spite of all persecutions, both within and without, amidst teeming population of illiterate peasants, founded the school single-handedly and made supreme sacrifices before achieving its main objective. Bishop Akinyele's exemplary work is acknowledged throughout Nigeria and indeed the African continent. Despite the fact that Reverend Akinyele was the only graduate on staff and had but 1 or 2 assistants, the population of students grew from a modest 12 in March 1913 to 68 within a period of 3 years. With the increase in student population, the story building at Alekuso became inadequate and the school moved into new buildings provided through generous donations by individuals at Okeare in 1917, with major restructuring into infant, primary and secondary sections. Student population had risen to 79, including 8 students in the boarding house and the number of teachers to 5. It is noteworthy that up to this point in the history of the school relied exclusively on good-spirited individuals for its development. The highest donation at the foundation stone-laying ceremony at Okeare was by Bale Irefin, who donated £100. With the principal and staff making great sacrifices and earning paltry salaries ranging from £80 per annum for the principal to £48 for senior tutor, £21 for junior tutor, and £12 each for the 2 pupil teachers. It was not until 1919 that the school received its first financial assistance from the government with a grant of £46. The school continued to make very good progress under Reverend Akinyele with the strengthening of the secondary section. The school first presented candidates for the preliminary Cambridge School certificates by 1925 and the Junior Cambridge in 1928. By the time Reverend Akinyele left office as principal in 1933, following his elevation to the post of Assistant Bishop of Lagos Diocese, the number of students had increased to 187, comprising 82 students in the primary section and 105 in the secondary section. Reverend S.V. Latunde succeeded Bishop Akinyele as principal, and during his tenure 1933 to 1940, the 4 houses of the school, Irefin, Olubadan, Olubi, and Akinyele, were established, and the school became a member of the Ionian group of schools. It was during the time of Reverend E.A. Odusanwo, who succeeded Reverend Latunde as principal, that the school completely excised the elementary section of the school, and by 1942, it had become solely a secondary school. By 1948, student population had increased astronomically to about 350, and the Okeare site had been stretched to the limit, necessitating another movement of the school. It was under the legendary Archdeacon, then Reverend E.O. Alayonde, who succeeded Reverend Odusanwo in 1948, that the school moved into new buildings on a 58-acre piece of land at its present site at Molete on 5th March 1951. The school witnessed unprecedented development during the tenure 1948 to 1968 of Archdeacon Alayande as principal, becoming one of the best secondary schools in Nigeria with arguably the best higher school certificate HSC program in the country that attracted students from far and wide. There were remarkable developments not only in physical infrastructure with the construction of new science laboratories, a library, classrooms, an administration block, dormitories, staff houses, sports field and a school chapel, but also in academics with the introduction of new academic programs including the HSC in 1956. The school provided quality education in the arts and the sciences with standard facilities including well-equipped laboratories and an environment conducive to teaching and learning. The school was international in outlook, attracting students and staff from all over the world. About 80% of the student population of about 550 lived in the boarding house, with students of diverse social background from all parts of Nigeria and from abroad, providing a rich cultural diversity that made the Ibadan Grammar School experience unique. Quality of staff was extremely high. Several of the teachers were well-trained expatriates from the UK, USA, Canada, the Netherlands, India, South Africa, Sierra Leone, and the West Indies. And with a few exceptions, all the teachers, about 30, were graduates. The school was renowned not only for its academic excellence but for its extracurricular activities, particularly sports, including athletics, football, lawn tennis, and table tennis. Students from Ibadan Grammar School represented the country in international competitions such as the first All-African Games in Brazzaville, Congo in 1965, where the late Dr. Sheson Onofowokan represented Nigeria in the high jump. Archdeacon Alayande was succeeded in 1968 by Chief Ayo Labiyi, the first old student of Ibadan Grammar School to become the principal of the school. Even though girls were admitted into the HSC and the remedial science program for students from other schools with a weak science background in the Alayande days, it was not until 1965 that the school started admitting female students in the secondary school section, and in 1969 the school became a full-fledged mixed secondary school for boys and girls. In 1970, under the leadership of Chief Ayo Labiyi, a 10-year development plan was proposed, and the Ibadan Grammar School Old Students Association, with the late Chief Bola Ige as president, launched the £100,000 Bishop Akinyele Memorial Fund for the development of the school, including the construction of a new assembly hall, girls' hostel, and boys' hostel. In the words of Chief Bola Ige, the old students of Ibadan Grammar School have a goodly heritage and must continue to build on the foundation laid by Bishop A.B. Akinyele, a Christian school with an open-door policy, an Ibadan school with a cosmopolitan population, a grammar school that is strong not only in the arts and sciences but also in the athletic world, a town school that looks after the needs of pupils from rural areas. Regrettably, despite all the good intentions, the lofty objectives of the 1970 school development project were not achieved, and the school witnessed progressive decline since then in infrastructure, teaching and learning environment, quality of staff and students, academic performance, sports, and other extracurricular activities. The takeover of schools by government and the resultant problems of poor funding, uncontrolled increase in students' enrollment leading to a student population explosion without investment in additional facilities, and retrogressive government policies inimical to the delivery of quality education further compounded the woes of the school. Today, Ibadan Grammar School remains one of the best secondary schools in Oyo State with the support of a formidable alumni with members from all around the globe. Ibadan Grammar School old students are successful in every profession imaginable, including law, science, medicine, business, politics, and the creative arts. They are often leaders and innovators in their fields. The school's notable alumni are too many to list, but here are some prominent alumni who have made a difference in Nigeria and in the world. Late Chief Bola Ige, former Federal Minister of Justice for Nigeria. Dr. Mike Adenuga, CEO Globacom Glo, the second largest telecom operator in Nigeria. Obagbadebo, the Alake of Egbaland. Honorable Ayotunde Phillips, former Chief Judge of Lagos State. Ken Nnamani, former President of the Nigerian Senate. Late Alex Ibru, founder and publisher of the Guardian newspaper. Chief Akin Mabogunje, the first African President of the International Geographical Union. Justice Bolajoku Adeniji, the first female Chief Judge in Oyo State. For more information about the global alumni, please visit their website at www.igsosaglobal.org. To learn more about the school, kindly visit the school's website at www.ibadangrammarschool.org. Up school, up mountaineers.
Arise, all sons of the mountaineer. Arise, all daughters of the mountaineer. Let us rebuild and restore the glory of our dear alma mater. Together, we can make a difference. Up school, up mountaineers.